Last thing I'll say is just there was an allusion made, to a number of really excellent guidebooks for revising your thesis. One is one published by the University of Toronto Press called The Thesis in the Book. And it's kind of the standard classic in the field. It's relatively inexpensive, and everyone could do to look at it. One I like very much is by Beth Louie. It's called A Handbook for Academic Authors. I think it's in its 4th edition. It's published by Cambridge UP, and so what that means is it's largely, a lot of it is not relevant to the Canadian scene. It talks about finding an agent, securing good advances, all that kind of stuff you're not going to hear about here, probably. But there's an excellent chapter on thesis into book revision, which really quantifies it. And I know that's a bit of an artificial thing, but it's also helpful to break it down into stages like that. So, yeah, that's what I'll say on thesis into book publishing, and yeah.
I put my pitch in for the William Germano From Dissertation to Book, which I think the other two that you're talking about are collections of articles,
yeah.
And the Germano is under 100 pages and walks you through and has some practical considerations even as far as planning the writing process and particular exercises for doing that. So it's helpful to look at as many of these things as you can, and they're not that many, and they're quick to read, and they'll all be very useful in various ways.